policy and the incoming Executive Director of Finance and Administration of NDDC, our dear leaders, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me appreciate and thank you for this solidarity visit, and to assure you that I've never bothered You have said, yeah, I did this when I was governor, I did this, that's governor. I'm happy. It gives me happiness every day. That people are commending you. That you built the state all over. Today in Abuja, it is something. It's the passion, the joy that to make people happy. That's what I want. Make people happy. Then you can also be happy. So, thank you very much. God will lead all of you back home safely. But verify, investigate. Don't kill people for nothing. So you get the right story. Democracy is like this. It's interesting. We're not in the military. Democracy is agree to disagree. Disagree to agree. That's what it's all about, democracy. It's not a commandant and authority, no. I'm not happy. You're not happy. Okay, let's sit down. Why are you not happy? I'm not happy because of this. Why are you not happy? I'm not happy because of this. Put it on the ground, on the table. You can't win everything. You take this version. You take this version. It's not money. Every time people think everything brought up much money. No, it's not. That mistake we continue to make in politics. When there's a seat and put this on it to bring the money on the table. That is the kind of thing people don't understand. It's not the kind of politics we think we should continue to play. Thank you, my leaders. Most of you have not met you for some years now. But thank God I use the opportunity to see you. God bless all of you for this solidarity visit. People will now know that, hey, like I said, I'm not an orphan. People who do that, we also have people there. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. It's Diaspora Network. Good to be back again. Nigeria is a blessed country. It's really a blessed country. You know, many things have happened in Nigeria, especially with what is happening in Rivers State. You know, well, it's part of it.
fuel subsidy. That is the PIA Act. So we were paying since that act was passed, we were paying subsidy unlawfully. Then the previous government, which was comfortable with breaking the law with respect and paying the subsidy, only made provision up to, I think, June this year. I am not.
Mr. Lopez, I will see that you're bailing on my question, and it's all right. It's all right for you to bail out if you don't want to answer it. But
I'm
it's
not
all right.
evading your question. Listen,
Please
Rufai,
answer it if you can.
Rufai, listen to me. This is not animal psychology. It is law. Okay? If you want to be a journalist, you can be a journalist. And you should learn the ropes for those ahead of you.
Mr. Lopez, answer my question.
My mate. You can never.
Mr. Lopez, answer the question. Dignify yourself. Mr. Jacob says that dignify yourself and answer the question.
My God.
Dignify yourself.
Please,
and answer the question.
can we have peace?
Dignify yourself and answer the question.
Can we have peace in the studio?
My God.
Can we have peace?
What's wrong with this badly brought up little boy?
Mr. Nokpasa,
Mr.
Mr. Nokpasa, please calm down.
Mr. Nokpasa, I didn't disrespect you for the last. I just asked a question.
Please, Mr. Nokpasa.
Dr. Basi, let him answer the question.
Okay, do we end this program now? Both of you will not allow me to talk. Should we end the program? No, there's a breakdown of law and order.
You got a lot of mercy.
Maybe we should just end it. No, we can end it.
No, go ahead, Dr.
Let's go ahead, please.
I'm appealing. Okay.
Well, I know that APC spokespeople for them to come to Arise TV is always a challenge. This guy would not dare to get to come to Arise Studio to form propagating APC agenda. Anyway, that was just for the wayside. Because I saw the video, it was so. You cannot defend Tinubu. I will defend Tinubu. He was just trying to. Okay, he said Tinubu did not remove fuel subsidy. In the resolution that he said, subsidy has come to an end. He said it. So what you say he has not removed fuel subsidy. That's about the wayside anyway. But the wayside. What will be trending today is the Port Harcourt, River State. All right, mini war in River State. Fubara and Wike camp. Fubara really can he withhold the fight of Wike? The House of Assembly was burned down. It's so pathetic. It's so bad to burn down House of Assembly. For which reason? This tax now they're going to rebuild it with taxpayers' money. But people are hungry. That money can be used for other projects, for health, for other things. I don't understand why Nigerians are just like this, man. They burned down House of Assembly complex. Last night, they had information that the House of Assembly wants to impeach the governor. All of them, they are all wicked
I am not.
You cannot deny the Please. Decorum.
Okay, I'm ready.
Your Excellency, you can see the carnage these people have done here. So,
let me say the good people of Rivers State. It's very unfortunate, very, very unfortunate that we should be experiencing this kind of thing again. After about 9 years ago, when we had a similar experience. I got information, distressing information, very late yesterday. And I said this morning, I will come and see for myself. The truth about it, in our dear state, everybody who knows me knows I'm a peaceful person.
yes.
I can never, for any reason, even if I'm aware that there is plot to impeach me for whatever reason, I'm not bothered about it. But I'm worried that a facility
I listen to it too.
Cabinet, you think you can control him? There are many stories out there. Some about signing paper checks and things like that. Some about even the Songhai farm that he wanted to revive. Whatever it is, when it comes to issues like this, you will know there will be many stories out there. But the truth is, Tonye, I said Tonye, I keep saying Tonye, I don't know, maybe because I made a joke about him. Wike wants to overreach himself in Rivers State. And Wike needs to remember that he's not the governor of Rivers State. Pure and simple. Fubara is the elected governor. Hence the talk about impeachment in a couple of weeks, and the house now has been set ablaze. So the question is, who is going to rein Governor Wike in? Who is going to be able to tell him? Who can even speak to him? Because as we speak today, he's amorphous. If you say the chairman of his party should speak to him, which party chairman can speak to him in this country as we speak? Is he a member of the APC or the PDP? The last I checked, he's a member of the PDP. But he's meeting and frolicking with APC people in Rivers State. So what's really going on? And that's where you see the decadence in the system of Nigeria. Now, for their own political plots, they can go ahead and damage government property with their political thugs. Whatever it is, somebody has to rein him in, or else this fight will continue. And it's just starting. It's going to unfold in a matter of days. Will Fubara be able to hold his own? Do we think Fubara has that political clout to be able to hold his own against Wike? It's going to be tough, because Wike is highly ingrained in politics and Rivers politics. So only time will tell. But
Wow.
you can see for every Rivers people that were deceived, you can see in the first place, this was not about you.
Yeah.
It was about how a political dynasty was going to continue through Mr. Fubara. And Mr. Fubara is saying, I'm not playing the game now. It's very sad what is happening in Rivers State. The people of Rivers deserve better governance than this.
That is just the truth. We are here to just to analyze things, okay? River people deserve more than this. They deserve better, okay? Not all this infighting and other stuff. Wike have rigged the election. He put Fubara there. And thank God Fubara down is fighting back against Wike. It's the two of them. Let them fight to whoever. They should keep on fighting because that's how it is, man. That's how it is. Okay, so but the people should not suffer. They should not make the people to suffer. That is what we're just saying. It's not good for the people to suffer because they say wait till elephants fight, the grass suffers. So they should not allow the people to suffer. They should, fight themselves and let the governance carry on. Let people have a good, make things good for the people, right? Wow. Today too, Atiku had a press conference where he condemned the outcome of the Supreme Court, that judgment. He accused the Supreme Court, the justices of bias. Yeah, the truth must be told. Doesn't matter is in PDP. The truth must be told. It was bold enough to condemn what they did, but it's just too bad. Okay, it's just too bad. Let me play the Wiki address. Let's watch the Wiki's.
Amechi under Jonathan, and he was in education. He parades himself that he was minister of education. When I was minister of education, he wasn't minister of education, he was minister of state. He should call himself to order, and Mr. President should call him to order. Enough is enough.
Yeah, man. I just played that as part of it, okay? As part of it, man. But let's hope Rivers people they learn from this, okay? Let's hope they learn from it, okay? They should. They should learn by now, really, man, because I don't see why they should allow a single person to have so much power. Wike must reap what he sowed. That is the truth. He will reap what he sowed, man, because Just a moment, please. So sorry. The thing went off, okay? It went off. Right, I'm using my phone for the broadcast right now, okay? That was the video I played for. With what is happening in Nigeria, man, we really need to sit back and plan what we need to do to make the country better. All these guys that are there, they don't want to give in. They don't want to leave the power. They believe it belongs to them. It believes. And what's so shameful about it is that they don't have shame. They don't have shame. In a vast country, if you are accused, accusation alone, not now found guilty or accusation alone, most of them will just they will resign. Just accusation alone, most of them will resign. It's okay, then I'm not doing it again. Even some countries, the shame will be enough for them. So like in Japan, not just to resign itself, some can commit murder. I mean, they could just commit suicide. But in Nigeria, they will steal money. People will be praising them. People will be hailing them. This what at times it gets me. It gets me. I don't know. It gets me wondering, why do Nigerians like to praise people like that? Why do Nigerians like to praise evil? Like, it's evil. That's like I've seen it. Peter Obi would have made a difference. He would have made a difference. He would have made a difference. He would have made a difference. At least for his past record, he would have made a difference. The court system in Nigeria is so bad. And we are quiet. And people are even saying that they are even begging Peter Obi to congratulate Tinubu. Somebody come to your house and stole your wife from you. Then you are telling the person to tell the person congratulations for taking your wife from you. Who does that? I don't understand. If it to happen to contribute to congratulate Tinubu on his own, or your own, on your own, to your own, to your tenth Israel, to your tenth Israel. If he does that to your tenth Israel, but if you are here, look, don't disappoint the obedience. Don't not to obedience. Don't disappoint Nigerians. Don't disappoint your family. Don't disappoint yourself. If you congratulate Tinubu, you disappointed yourself. You failed. I would say you failed yourself. Don't do that, because someone cannot steal from you. This is open stealing, daylight robbery. Then you tell the person, "Oh, person stole your car, your vehicle." Then you don't give the person money to buy fuel into it and drive away. Giving GPS of the road to pass to go. It's just like that. If anybody take to the book, congratulations, it's I think last month, I mean this month. I say, how did Nigeria get here? How? People don't care about people again. Ah, I saw the video. It was like I could not watch it again because it was painful. It was really, really painful. People are just moving around, do that video. People are dying, help, calling for help. Nobody was even trying to help. This accident, people were many, so some died already, so we're just struggling. Nigerians, we need to have a kind of reworking. We have to. I don't know if it is because of what is happening in Nigeria. I don't know that what is causing it. I don't really know. I don't really know, but we need to have a rethink. We need to remove our cautiousness. We need to make things. We need to change things. We need to. I can't reawakening. That is the truth. We need to make things. We need to change the way we reason, because this is not good. This forget about President Tinubu now, or the governors now, or all these ministers now. No, we have to do reorientation of our mind, our spirit. If we want to make the country to work again, we have to do all these things. We have to account reorientation, because this is not. It's not fair. It's too bad. It's damn too bad, man. Damn too bad. Damn too bad. Damn too bad. You cannot continue to live like this for. I mean, it's no, 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 no. 1,000 times no. 1,000 times no. 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 I was just wondering, I said, this is a real? Is it a movie? It's not a movie. It was never a movie. Ah, let's assume Peter happen to come to power now. He has work to do because what is happening in Nigeria? He has, at least, we all know, he said before, at least if the head is good, that is the truth. If the head is good, at least the body will look at will look at the body will maintain itself. That is the truth. If the head is good, the body will then maintain itself. At least that will be changes. But if the head is bad, what do you expect the body to be? If the head is bad, what do you expect the body to be? The body will be rotting. That is how it is right in Nigeria. So that is the truth. At least we all know that if Peter Obi have to be the president now, at least there is hope. I think the top is good. The person behind under him, if we watch who's on top, if my superior is good, I cannot be bad. That is the trick. That's what we do. That is the truth. If the superior is good, the one behind will, even if I'm trying to do something, but I will be hiding it. Not as what's happening right now in Nigeria. Everybody just on his own doing as what he likes. It, no problem. If I see it, okay, because I wanted to also hear from His Excellency. It will be, I mean, uh, is is I will play a video really. If I will play a video, Sha, because we Nigerians so we celebrate evil, which is not good. I'm not saying somebody is bad or good or the DSS, the EFCC guy that was released. If you see the heroic welcome he received, Bawa in his town, let's assume he was corrupt or he was bad. I mean, what he was accused for was really true. The heroic welcome received shows that ah, Nigeria need help. Then that is the truth. I mean, that Nigeria need help. But all the same, I'm not. I'm not saying he's a bad guy because I don't really know him. I don't know what even the accusation yourself. I don't really know because I don't maybe even politicians fought him because all the politicians that are there right now those off your mic and the rest. I think we are under EFCC arrest before all of them. So who knows? Maybe the other politicians they try to nail him. Anything is possible. So I don't blame him because most of the EFCC definitely they step on people's toes. All right, they step on people's toes. That is the truth. So politicians, be what they are, they will do their best to make sure they deal with you. They really deal with you. That is the truth. So I'm not really concerned about that as per se, but the way people respect, treat people matters a lot too. Okay. Anyway, I think okay. Let me play this video. Okay. Then I will come. I will look for that video for of His Excellency. If I don't see it, okay. If I see it.
Have trailed this video. Let me take some. This is from AJ Tweet. Chibuike Amechi tolerated 8 years of Buhari leadership. He enjoyed leading his campaigns and serving as minister under him. He didn't complain. I am sure he said, it's just 8 years, don't worry. Today, he's practically insulting the entire country with what he tolerated. He had no reason to even tolerate Buhari's abysmal leadership because he has been in his state's HOA speaker for 8 years and a governor for the same number of years. He had a strong reason to totally reject PMB, a president who hired 20 SANs to defend his O-level. Buhari's administration is the cause of the bad economy today. Chibuike Amechi should stop insulting the sensibilities of Nigerians. Well, another Twitter user there goes, this is practically not the first time, neither will it be the last, that a political elite came out to state the truth, that is reluctantly in the open. So I don't know what the opera is all about. He said the truth, which we all knew for a very long time, but chose to feign ignorant. If we continue to be docile and keep playing civil with the people that has no respect for the rule of law, then they will keep treating us as rags. Rufai, over to you.
So we had a very lovely conversation with with Olusegun about SAM.
Yes.
And I think that conversation is something that a lot of people should record and play back and watch again. Because it just shows a tapestry of Nigeria, dating back pre-independence day to where we are today. There's a breakdown in every aspect of our national life. And we truly need to ask ourselves, do we truly want a country or want a joke? You see, if we want a joke, we'll kid ourselves, we'll lie to ourselves, we'll deceive ourselves, we'll do all sorts. And we'll do the turn-by-turn Nigeria Limited that when it's my turn, I will enjoy every perk possible. Just like Mr. Rotimi Amechi enjoyed every perk possible when it was his turn.
Right.
But now he's now poo-pooing on the same system that favored him in the first place. Everything he talked about, I laugh. The judgment that made him governor in the first place, you remember how the Supreme Court went back on that judgment a couple of years after. So we can deceive ourselves. But if we want to build a country, we need to do the hard work of building a country. And the hard work of building a country means that special interests will be tackled full on. It's not going to be about the elite class any longer. It's going to be an inclusive country. But Oji, I'm sad today to tell you that I submit to you that I don't think we're ready for that yet. I don't think we're ready to build a country. So more politicians will come out to say something like Amechi says after they've enjoyed the position. Just like how we're not ready to build a country, look at the conundrum going on in Rivers State today. Governor is just barely 6 months in. They want to impeach him because there's brickbats across board. So we'll keep rolling along. And it's dangerous because we can't keep depending on outliers and saying, no, probably we'll get it right if we have a good leader. We need to be able to build a culture that fixes, that goes to the root of the problem. So I am not surprised what he's saying. Some people, in fact, will say sour grapes. Probably, if his presidential ambition had been successful, maybe he wouldn't be saying this. So I've laid it bare. Do we want to build a country or want to build a joke? I think what we're doing now is we're building a joke. We're just going with the flow. If it favors you, you talk. If it doesn't favor you, you talk.
Well, Rufai, he said he doesn't want to talk anymore. And
but
in fact,
he said a lot.
Well, he said his publicists will be very upset with him at this point because he feels like we just keep talking. And that's what we do here on television. We keep talking and keep advocating for good governance. And it just feels like, nothing's happening, Dr. Bati. I mean, things are changing. But I tend to align myself with, I think it was Mike Ozokome who said, Nigeria is a work in progress.
Exactly
I love that. Dr. Bati, go ahead.
Well, I mean, look, yes, he said Nigeria is a work in progress. Every nation is a work in progress. Yeah. Whether you are talking about Britain or you are talking about even the United States, is a work in progress. But the thing about many of these countries is that they have standards, they have values, and you can't run a good society if you don't have standards, if you don't have values. Unfortunately, Nigeria is a country where anything goes. And it was Chinua Achebe who identified the problem many years back, very early, I think 1979, when in his book, The Problem with Nigeria, he said, leadership is a problem. And we have tried to address the problem through many directions. At some point, they say, oh, look, maybe if we use younger people instead of the old recycled people. Many of the young people that went into government, what did they come up with? What did they do? They disappointed the country. Because, look, we've lost the moral compass also, what we call the moral turpitude that is so prevalent. So that's part of the problem. Another question that Mr. Rotimi Amechi may well be asked is that, well, Mr. Amechi, you were a member of the State House of Assembly in Rivers. You were Speaker. I think at some point he was even President of the Conference of Speakers in Nigeria.
That's what the Twitter user said.
Then he became a governor 2 times. Then he has served Nigeria as a Minister of the Transportation. The country has been very kind to him. So someone who is critical is likely to say, okay, Mr. Amechi, what did you do in all these leadership positions? What difference did you make, even as Minister of Transportation? So it's very convenient to come and talk about bad leadership. If he had been the presidential candidate of the APC and he had won, he probably would not be complaining about bad leadership because he would then be in the driver's seat. But it is his choice to say that he doesn't want to get involved in this work in progress anymore, because he's been leading a very quiet life. So he just confirmed it. Yeah. But he's used to controversy, and he's a citizen. We cannot take away from him his right to the freedom of expression.
I like that. Well, talking about rule of law, which he also mentioned, in another development, the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, last week was handed over to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission by the Department of State Security, thus ending the involvement of Nigeria's secret police in his case. Emefiele had been in the custody of the DSS since June after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu suspended him from office for alleged infractions. In the meantime, former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdulrasheed Bawa, who was released last week by the Department of State Services, received a heroic welcome in his hometown of Jega, Kebbi State, over the weekend.
I don't know who the guy is. I don't know who is correct. If the person is right or wrong, if you're totally motivated.
That was quite heartwarming to see. I believe they said that was his mother there, but I do remember the song. Oh, you. I love you're welcome. I loved it. Well, he's home at last. Well, I mean, I guess that's what he'll say. But the conversation is still out there. What happened? Why is Emefiele still in detention? Yeah. What's happening to the rule of law in Nigeria?
I'm glad to see the heroic welcome and the celebration, but I believe that we cannot continue like this in terms of we have a show of prolonged detention. There are, charges brought up. Nothing is said, perhaps sometimes struck out, as in the case of Mr. Emefiele, and then more charges, some of them are described as bogus charges against an individual, and then he's released, heroic welcome, and we sweep the matter under the carpet. What this means with this reign of impunity and the fact that there are no consequences is that it will continue to happen. In the case of Mr. Emefiele, and I don't want it to just be about the individuals involved. It's about creating strong institutions, and it's institutions that are credible. Unfortunately, we cannot boast of that in Nigeria currently, and that is why agencies like the DSS would act with impunity. So, for instance, with Mr. Emefiele's case, now it has now finally ended with the DSS. Let's not forget the show of shame in the court, whereby the DSS and the EFCC had come to blows over the contention of who would take custody of the man whom the court had just ruled with regards to a bill. So How do we begin to fix that? And going back to that conversation with Mr. Agbakoba, it's beyond just putting in laws, putting in measures. It's about respecting the rule of law. Because if we put these systems in place and we have people who would rather choose to ignore it, then we can continue to have this conversation again and again. Going back to the previous conversation on bad leadership and what Mr. Amechi had mentioned, it's the same thing, where people just act as they will. It depends on who is in power. That determines what is obeyed or what is not obeyed. We cannot build a nation like this. But I'm hoping, last week I'd asked, following the affirmation of the president by the Supreme Court, I'd asked the question around Mr. Emefiele, around what is happening to him.
Yes.
Also about Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. Let's not forget these people who are languishing in detention, despite court rulings with regards to the state of their cases. I think as a nation, we have to begin to rethink how we build our institutions. We are for that because it's beyond the person who is in power at the point. I hope that Mr. Emefiele will get a fair hearing, even though based on antecedents, I can't be too hopeful. But let him come out in peace, and hopefully we have another heroic welcome for him, and the matter is swept under the carpet.
Another yo-yo. Well, all right. I'd love to thank you all for your great analysis, as always, on What's Trending. Well, that's all I have for you on What's Trending today. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Guys, I just played that so to supposed to see what we need to be doing, all right? But all the same, let's pray for Nigeria, okay? Let's pray for Nigeria. That's what I will say. Okay. I've not been able to see the video I wanted to play. I'm looking for it. I don't know where. Oh God, I don't even know where I saw it. Okay, but it doesn't matter. I just want to spend some time today let's spend some time together. And there was one video today. It's this just for laugh, okay? Let's laugh. Let's laugh, okay? I mean, we are talking about Nigeria, talking about making Nigeria work again. What's happening in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, or rather, Fubara and Wike, what they are doing, all the fight between them. But what we are saying, the people should not suffer, okay? They say agreement is agreement. Fubara had agreement with Wike, but I'm happy that he's dealing with Wike right now too. Wike need to be dealt with. He thinks is a demigod. Come on, man. Power comes, power goes. All those things we are seeing I will call it temporary because it's like that. Odile was there before you. After Odile, Amechi, I think go to your turn, and you now want to be the godfather of River State. You cannot just come on. River State, I would say, is not Lagos State. Where Tinubu just hold sway over Lagos. It's also to be like that. Able have to have their own, as a governor, have your own plan. That's why you were voted for. Although they did not vote for them anyway, they rigged the election. Okay, that is the truth again. So that is why I don't really. It's just the people invested. I just say, okay, let that will be good. Okay, let that will be good because really, we all need to wake up. We all need to wake up. Take the bull by the horn. As this Fubara is doing against Wike, take the bull by the horn. Fight Wike to the end too. Let him be disgraced. Although you get to power, I don't know how you guys get to power. He read the election for you, hoping that you will be defending him, but now you are against him. It's like that. It happened, as I said before, it happened in Edo State. It happened even right now. It's in Akeredolu and his deputy. So it's like that. So we don't. It's like that. So that is it. That is it. That is it. But Fubara should be able to. He should be able to have his own words, to have his own say. Not somebody from a person that is living that is in Abuja dictating what's happening. As I said, though, they say 5 billion naira stuff, and on that farm project want to do, the guy Wike is imposing himself. He's the guy that appointed one of the position Rivers State. This guy, he controlled the House of Assembly because he influenced the election, he made them to win the election. So he has power, he has power over them all. So he thinks he can. No, they will definitely deal with you also. Because they have their own mind also, man. They have their own mind. They have their own mind. You think they will cover for you with all the money you really. I know he did some kind of project in Port Harcourt as I say flyover, everywhere flyover. But no, did he really create job, industries for people to be working, to be producing, all this is important. Flyover everywhere, okay, good. But do you create job for people? Did you? Did you create a job for people? But at least he did something. Unlike some governors that did nothing. They did nothing. No fly, not even over. There's nothing like fly, not even over right now. So at least he did some flyovers. I heard flyovers everywhere in Port Harcourt. I don't. In PH, where I don't know. I don't know. But all this, we have to make Nigeria work again. Okay, the power belongs to us. That is the truth. We need to make it work. We need to make it work. We need to make it work. We don't give in, we don't give up. We cannot give in, we cannot give up. That is how it is. That's how it is. Please feel free to ask questions, can make comments, and again, maybe if you want to join me online, let's to discuss some issues. You can just send me a message, okay? Send me a message, and we'll see how it will work out. When I'm free, when you're free, we can be online. We discuss some issues of how to know how to share issues. Really, that would be good to share issues, man. And what we need to do, way forward. How can we help each other? How can we support each other? How can we make the obedience stronger? How can we help out? What do we need to do? We should keep on talking, keep on speaking. We need to make Nigeria great. We need to make things work. We need to do all these things, really, man. We need to do it. We really need to do it. We need to do it. We really need to do it. That is the thing. And anyway, I want to play. This video is long, but I think I will take about 10 minutes of it. 10 minutes of it. At times, I like this. Is a Abakoba. It says the truth, man. So I will just play 10 minutes of this video, or maybe even less than 10 minutes. Then I was continue to look for that video of Mr. Someone Safety Update. What I did, was it not yesterday or 2 days ago? If I see it, I play. If I don't see it, I will come back. Then I think I'll call it a day. I think I'll be able to play at 2 hours, with you guys. That's how it is. Let me see. All right, guys, let's just watch. Well, this is a back over for why it's supposed to be here. Let me see. Just one moment. Just one moment. Okay. Oh, wow. All right, guys, let's watch what's Abakuba for a moment. Then I'll be right back. I'm right back, then I'll call it a day. Just one moment. All right.
The same institution that he had served for about 47 years.
Right. I will just start by correcting you, Ruben. That teacher is a very good friend of mine. He really wasn't attacking the current CJN. He was referring more to the institutional lapses that has occurred over the last, God knows how long now. This is the current, this current CJN is number 18. The first CJN of Nigeria was Foster Sutton in 1955. And I can say that from 55 to about, say, the early 70s, 80s, the judiciary was fairly well, if badly run. Problem with judges is that they have no clue as to judicial administration versus administration of justice. There are two things. Judicial administration. So during the military years, there was this consensus, even with the bar, that we needed to protect the judiciary, and therefore something called the Advisory Judicial Council, the predecessor to the NJC, was created. And that enabled the bar and the bench to keep away the military from interference. And when we had the Constitution, it became the NJC. I think the big problem was that the judges didn't understand the need to strengthen and institutionalize the NJC. I was on the NJC for 6 years, and it was an absolute disaster. Apart from the executive head, there's nobody in the NJC who is senior enough to understand judicial policy. And the first CJN, in my view, that understood judicial policy was the late Justice Tahiru Mustafa, at which point the rot pointed out by Mr. Justice Datijo Mohammed had festered. In fact, Justice Uwaifu had referred to it in his own valedictory speech in 2004. So it's a long-standing problem, and I'm sure that finally, because every of the retiring justices of the Supreme Court, they have the occasion to, say a final farewell in what is called the valedictory. But I think Mr. Justice Datijo Mohammed was the one who has put it absolutely squarely, and I support what he has said. For instance, the welfare. Look what he said about judges, justices receiving less remuneration than the chief registrar. That tells you that something is obviously very wrong. I know that Justice Nikitobi had a very miserable life when he left. Justice Adeji, the lady judge who left, had no home to go to. So something is wrong when the judiciary, through the NJC, is receiving about 160 billion naira, and we can't see it. So I think what lesson should be drawn from what Mr. Justice Datijo has said is to implement a report that was put together by the, in my view, perhaps the most reformist CJN in Nigeria. That is the late Justice Tahiru Mustafa. It's a very good report, which, if implemented, would take care of all this. The CJN, let me re-emphasize that Mr. Justice Datijo Mohammed was not referring to the current CJN. He used the CJN's office and not the personal status of Mr. Justice Ariwola to describe the rot. The Supreme Court is at this time toxic, and it ought to change. And the only way to change is to begin to implement the report. One of the problems, the only thing I'll criticize the CJN for is when he said, we're down to 10. But it's for him to appoint or recommend. The CJN is, as you know, the chair of the Federal Judicial Service Commission. So he's the one who recommends judges. And then he's also chair of the National Judicial Service Commission. So he receives the report he has prepared and implements it. So I don't know what's holding him. There is nothing holding the NJC from filling the gap and making the judges 21. Every day they keep bickering about workload, but they will not do what they're supposed to do. They now have the budget. So I think the way out of all this, in my personal view, is to just dust up this report that Justice Tahiru Mustafa prepared 13 years ago, implement it, and let's see what will happen. Because confidence is needed. The judiciary is suffering from a very low ebb of confidence, which is not good for democracy. And that affected the recent appeal, the election petition appeal. But as Justice Oputa said, once the Supreme Court pronounces, it's final. So we've all got to respect it and move on from there.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Agbakoba. And since you have talked about this report from 2011, I just brought it. I think it's good for us to resurrect it at this point and discuss some of the outcomes or perhaps recommendations from this report. You yourself sat on one of the subcommittees on justice, integrity, dignity, and appointment and tenure of judges. So it'd be great to hear some of the recommendations from this committee reports that were made. And then just to take on one of the points you mentioned with regards to the CJN has the power to appoint, at least recommend judges for appointment, especially to the Supreme Court, yet hasn't exercised his powers. Are there specific reasons? You've already talked about, you've eliminated the challenge of budget since a budget has been provided for that. So what could potentially be a reason why he's loath to recommend or perhaps appoint judges to the Supreme Court, seeing that they complain? Even Justice Amina Oge had talked about that during her valedictory speech about the load, the workload of Supreme Court justices because of the numbers sitting currently. But beyond that, I'd like you to also speak on the recommendations from the report of 2011, as you've mentioned.
The recommendations of the 2011 report are so wide-ranging, I don't know whether I can recall all of it, except to say, broadly speaking, we took time to, 29 people, mostly all the past presidents, some very senior Supreme Court judges, and past presidents of the Court of Appeal. And we took time to deliberate and came out with extensive, very extensive. So all the issues that are now toxic in the NJC and in the Supreme Court were carefully considered, even how to appoint the CJN. And the most crucial discussion was raised by my good friend Rotimi Akeredolu, who succeeded me as MBA president. He said, look, unless we tinker with the composition of the NJC, we would make no progress. Because the NJC, as you know, is the highest judicial making organ of the judiciary. But the problem is that the CJN appoints virtually everybody, and no one can talk. I remember in one of the meetings, when I had a very strong point to make, I was just dismissed. And I thought I had a good point, but there was no one to support me. Because everybody was afraid of the CJN, to whom they owe their appointment. So the democratization of the institutions of the judiciary. CJN is the chair of the NJI, that's the National Judicial Institute. He is the chair of the the NILES. He is chair of the Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee. He's chair of everything. So there's a dictatorship. In fact, of the three arms of government, the executive, the legislature, and the judicature, the most undemocratic is actually the judiciary. So that's where the problem is. So what I would recommend to the current NJC is to have a very good look at the report, update it, and absolutely remove the powers of the CJN to be everywhere. And the other thing that I need to say is that we often criticize the judiciary. But the judiciary comprises of judges across Nigeria. I've once had the misfortune of appearing before a judge under a tree. And I know of many cases where judges work so hard that when there's no NEPA, they use their phone lights to continue. So let's not vilify the judiciary generally. The problem is at the NJC. In the NJC, the first day I walked in, I thought I was walking into a 5-star hotel. The difference between what goes on in the NJC buildings and a typical courtroom is outstanding, horrible. So we need to flatten this. The difference between a judge of the High Court and the CJN is like God in heaven and somebody on earth. We need to really, really take the opportunity of the lesson, I think, that Tijo Muhammad's valedictory, which has been the most candid has given us is to understand where we are with the judiciary. And if we want to reverse judicial failure, then the NJC, the current NJC, must implement it.
So can we say that makes sense with all of the other things? And that Tijo quoted you about the Imo case and the Ahmed Lawan case. And we also have a country where Senator Bukachua also made affirmations as regards that. So does all of this now tie in to even decisions made by the Supreme Court? Because if you are talking about 741,000 naira in modern day Nigeria as earnings, then what becomes even of the court system? What country are we running?
Yeah, so let's keep two things, separate. The funding issue has improved substantially. I mean, for the last 30 years,
but it's not reflective.
At the forefront with other,
But it's not reflective.
It isn't because
it's not reflective.
Yeah, I agree with you because there's a mafia. I agree entirely. Is the money being distributed? I know of judges who have passed on as a result of critical illness. Is it reflecting? It is not. So that's the point I'm making. So on the budget, we need to have a democratic process whereby the funding is spread and not just retained. Do you know, for instance, that when a Supreme Court judge retires, he leaves his house to nowhere? The only person who gets housing in the Supreme Court is actually the CJN. He has a choice of 2 houses, one in Abuja and probably one in his home state. And sometimes this runs into billions. And I was on the NJC questioning, why would this be? What about the other judges? So that's part of why the situation in the Supreme Court has become so toxic. And it is what Mr. Justice Dattijo Mohammed was referring to. The only judge, the first, because the CJN is seen as the Baba of the judicial process. But the first judge, who now got a real kick to say, no, constitutionally, I, Mr. Justice Salami, am the head of the electoral courts. But Kassina Alu said, no, I'm the Baba of the courts. And that caused the quarrel. So you see, it goes back to this issue of we need democracy in the judicial institutions. The institutions that Mr. Justice Dattijo Mohammed referred to, that the CJN, and I don't refer to this one, please, that the CJN controls, it's a retirement, it's a job for the boys. The guys who get there to do the work are already tired. Go to the NJI, tired. Whilst we need to put in people, young guys, vibrant, to shake up the system. The rules of court, if, for instance, Justice Amber of the colonial system of 1874 were to come to Nigeria, he will recognize the system. There's no change. And we discussed that in one of the committees where I was deputy chair, the Committee on Speed of Justice. The rules of court are so slow, and it takes about 20 years to resolve cases. So what type of confidence would you have in that process? The only time you see speed is when you are referring to political cases. So the politicians, knowing that they need speed, have designed a special rule for themselves so that their cases go fast. What about the ordinary person? So these are all the challenges I think
that's why I also want to refer
really
you
needs to sit down.
I want to refer you to the way Justice Dattijo quoted you when he talked about the Ahmed Lawan case and the Imo case. I want you to talk through that, because that's also a serious one for our country. If we truly want to build a country, or we want to build a joke.
Rufai, you want to put me in trouble.
I would like to put you in trouble.
I gave an interview that it was a bad decision, period. It was a bad decision.
And that's from the Supreme Court. That's from the Supreme Court.
I agree with you, Rufai. It was a bad decision. That's the much I will say. It was a bad decision, and we know that Even Mr. Justice Datijo said it in his valedictory. You just can't explain some of the decisions. They're irrational. And if they're irrational, the public will begin to say, what sense do we make of what the Supreme Court is saying?
And that's where public opinion comes in, sir.
In the time of our...
That's where public opinion becomes
Absolutely,
important
I agree with you.
in society.
Absolutely. Public opinion of the judiciary is at its lowest ebb. And I think that this is something that the judiciary ought to take very serious. They ought to take the points made by Mr. Justice Datijo Mohammed extremely serious. It's, every other day or every other year, some retiring Supreme Court justice would make a valedictory. And you recall that Justice Datijo Mohammed was even saying, should I even bother? But he was persuaded by his family, no, history will not remember you kindly if you do not speak. That was the context in which he spoke, and he spoke very frankly. So again, I return to the point, because everything he said, I agree with. It is simply for the judiciary to say what Justice Datijo Mohammed has said is a very important point, and we need to take it very serious. Otherwise, the judiciary is going to go downhill.
Well, Mr. Bakoba, there seems to be a general consensus that we need judicial reform and that, we also need constitutional amendment. However, I thought that last year, around June or so, yes, last year, the FJSC had a short list of judges who were supposed to go to the Supreme Court bench, majorly justices of the Court of Appeal. Whatever happened to that process? Because a list was even published.
It's part of the Yes, it's part of the toxic mafia. We've been pushing to have members of the bar get onto the Supreme Court. Actually, I and Wole Oladebago were the first to actually offer ourselves in the time of Mr. Justice Muhammad Lawal Uwais. But there is something against us, period. There is something against lawyers coming onto the bench. So I was part of the last interview process concerning eligible lawyers who wanted to apply to the senior bench, both the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court. And that's the last we heard of it. In fact, I came out of bed with heavy malaria to do this. That was the last we heard of it. The only thing I can make of this is that because we put a lot of pressure, to do a short list of nominees that will exclude the bar. I don't think the Supreme Court has the bollocks to do it. And that's why you now have only 10. And very soon it will be 6. So it's time for the Supreme Court, the NJC, and the powers that be in the judiciary to recognize that they would be far better off to have academia, to have barristers, and of course, judges. We respect the fact that they are the ones who, having had a long ride from the High Court to the Court of Appeal, are best suited. But I don't see that they would not be benefiting from the wisdom of us as practitioners in joining the Supreme Court. So that's the politics going on. Because when the CJN, by the way, the 18th CJN, the current one, sat on the bench saying, we don't know why our numbers are depleted. I was watching him on TV and having a big laugh. Say, but you have the power to do this. It is for you to set the process in motion. FJSC, you are the chair, so you put the motion in and you bring in the relevant, suitable candidates and you send it up to the NJC and that's it. It's a simple ABC. It's not rocket science. So why is he moaning as if he doesn't have the power? Is it the president of Nigeria or the president of the Senate? The power to appoint judges squarely.
Anyway, let me stop that guy there. Before I go, let me just, I was looking for the video of His Excellency to please, but we can see to it. I didn't see it. It's okay. It's okay. It's always on that time. Okay. It's always on that time. All right. So now, let's just go back a little bit to River State. Okay. I saw Asari Dokubo. He made a video today of talking of as part of what's happening in River State. Okay. Let me just do the video. Then I just do the video. I will come back again. Maybe for just how many minutes? 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. It's long. Anyway, let's play it. Okay. What's I say? 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Oh, yes. Yeah. Let me just do the video. Yes. So long. And don't to play it. It's important. It's just as I of what was saying concerning what's happening in River State. No need to play it. I think I'll stay for today. I tried to bit, to share some things with us. Anyway, it's a bit late here, man. A bit late, okay. It's a bit late now, so I guess I'm gonna call it a day. But before I go, I'm going to play this funny video. It's so funny. I don't blame her. Most people don't know how to. Most people don't know how to. They don't know how to say it too. Okay, but just watch the video. Okay, I won't say anything about it until you watch the video. Okay, I won't say anything about it until you watch the video. It's so funny. I know that most people don't know it. So let us not really. Some people, most people, but since she's a police officer, she's supposed to know how to sing it. Really, man. Let's be frank. Okay, let me play it. Where's the volume, man?
Shit.
I can't wait to hear it again. I can't hear her again. Right now, I can't hear her.
Shit.
What's happened, bro? I wanted us to laugh before we go. I can't hear her. Why? Why are you not clear now? It's supposed to be.
Shit.
Well, maybe it's okay. But the video was viral today, Sha. Went viral. She could not sing the national anthem. That's just the thing. She could not sing the national anthem. She could not sing the national anthem. Oh. Let me try my other computer. check the computer. So people see me now, they don't know nothing. I don't know why. You know, it's not allowed here, man. I don't know. Uh-oh.
Shit.
I don't know, it's not allowed here. It's supposed to be like, when I listened to it, I heard it very clearly. I heard it very clearly.
Shit.
Wow, man. That is it. Anyhow it is, man. It's okay. Where Nigerians, diaspora and diaspora, anyway, may be obedient.
Shit.
The battle is on. Let's keep on fighting. Let's keep on the dream. We're going to give in. We're going to give up. Okay. We must surely. We must surely overcome. Okay. No matter what, we must surely overcome. That is the truth. Okay. Let's keep up the hope. Let's keep up praying for our country, pray for our leaders. As we do pray, we will also take action. Action is important. They say faith without work is dead. So we need to follow up with action. We need to follow up with action. That is the truth, man. We need to follow up with action. That is how it's supposed to be. That's supposed to be. I cannot see that one. Yeah, I mean, I cannot see that one. No problem. I just want to spend some time here. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's see to the governor of.
We wake up this morning with a very troubling news. We have gone to the assembly to see for ourselves what has happened. On my way there, I was shot at directly by the OC operation, or DC, or whatever they call him. Directly, it's not. But it doesn't matter. Somebody will die, one way or the other. Either you die inside your house, or you die on the road by something. But so my journey today is, whatever it is that wants to happen, let it happen. If Siminalayi Fubara is impeached, I am not the first, neither will I be the last. Hold on. I'm saying if it happens. But what is important is any attempt that is not justified will be resisted. Let them come out. And tell Rivers people, that offense that is what I want. Come out and tell the people of Rivers State that offense that Fubara committed, that is warranting impeachment. So, but my happiness this morning is the people of Rivers, represented by every one of you here, is with us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, I have seen the video as well. Let me see if I can play it. I can play it. The progress can play it.
To know whether I can sell it to make money. So basically, I'm a trader. And I've done programs in different schools, which one of them is, I was telling her when I came here, I said, the only modern school in Oxford is State Business School. Every other building is old. And I want to tell you the history of the building. Because I spent some months here at State Business School, and they were taking us one college or the other, telling us this one is 13th century, 12th, that's what I said, that's the only one that is modern. And that's the only place you get parking space. There's no parking space anywhere in Oxford. So basically, why am I getting involved in politics? For me, life is about being human. Life is about trying to, the only thing you add in life is when you help to build another society. When you see things working, when having lived in various struggles, the war, and I was curiosity of my own. Because people at times ask me, why do you go to all these schools? I said, after being in school in Nigeria, I asked myself, I want to know what makes this school different. So I would treat them and say, John Soros, they say, want to enter School of Economics. I look for a program in London School of Economics and go there. Maybe I read that I want to go. They say, go to Columbia. I look for a program in Columbia. Oh, this person went to Harvard. I look for a good. And I made me to now be in Seattle, IMG, Kellogg, everything. So that's just out of curiosity. Let me know where there's special thing in their brain. And when I go there, I find out that no, it's the same thing. So that's why I went to all the school. Basically, my job as a trader went into politics. From being in school, I don't have enough time that I've told you what drove me into politics. Just like you people who were students. You know, a professor in Kellogg taught me into going into politics. His name now, Donald Jacob, the dean and co-founder of Kellogg Graduate School. In 2001, I'll be very quick now. I went through a program in Kellogg for 3 months. Professor Donald Jacob took us in a course called World Economy. For 3 months, he didn't say anything about Africa. You can imagine my frustration, having paid $40,000 this course. This man is teaching world economy, hasn't said anything about my continent, top place of my country. So a day before the last date, I raised my hand. I said, Dean, you haven't talked, you said it's world economy, but you haven't said anything about Africa. He said, do I want to know about Africa? I said, yes. I paid $40,000 for this course, and you haven't spoken about my content. He said, you will say tomorrow. The next day is his last day as a lecturer in Kellogg, where he has lectured for 57 years. So on that last day, the whole place was filled.
a big hall. And when he finished, he looked at me and said, Peter, do you want to know about Africa? I said, yes. He said, there's nothing called African economy. Nobody plans with Africa. Have I ever seen African specification in vehicle? There's the Gulf spec, the Euro spec, there's American spec, there's Asian spec, have I ever had that one? I said, no. He said, in your country, do you have 20-year, 30-year economic plan? Of course. Even when I haven't seen, I said yes. We have. Our own. Said, join me for lunch. So when he finished, I followed him for lunch. After we had lunch, he said, let's take a walk by Michigan. If you know Kellogg Graduate School, or I call it now Kellogg Business School, is on the bank of Lake Michigan. So we started walking on after lunch on the lake. He brought out two currencies. He said, do you have any of your country's currency? I said, yes. That time, the highest denomination of Naira, which is Nigerian currency, was 100 Naira. So I brought it out. He brought out $100. He said, which of these two currencies do you prefer, Peter? I said, dollar, $100. He said, why? I told him that it's 100 Naira to $1. So his $100 is 10,000 Naira, and my one is this. He said, okay, let's exchange it. So he took my 100 Naira and gave me $100, and we continued to walk. After we've done it, that's like a report. It stopped again. I said, Peter, can I look at the dollars again? So I brought it out, feeling, please don't take it back, because I've just gotten 10,000 Naira. So he said to me, tell me, Peter, which of these two currencies do you prefer? I said again, the dollar. Why? I told him the reason again. He said, let's sit down. So we sat down on a bench, watching the lake. He said, young man, I've been a lecturer, I've taught in Kellogg Graduate School for 57 years. Today is my last day. You own and have been involved in economies all over the world. The only reason why you prefer another country's currency to your currency is the amount of faith you have in your country. The economy is driven by faith. And what drives that faith is hope. Because there's no hope in your country, you don't have faith in it. So you prefer another man's currency. If you go around, British people keep their money in British pounds. Italians, there was no euro then. Italians keep their money in lira, even when the rate is worse than the rate. Chinese in Chinese yuan, Singaporeans in Singaporean dollar, Malaysians in ringgit, Germans in Dutch. And went around and I said, but because you don't have faith in your country, you prefer another country's currency. Can I ask you for a favor? I said, yes. Can you go back to your country? Before you ask me that favor, you ask something. From your profile, you are a director in a tea-coated company, even a vice chairman of the bank. Are you worth $1 million? I said, yes. Are you worth 2? I said, yes. Are you worth 5? I said, yes. He said, you don't need 2. If you're worth $5 million, you can actually live your life for the rest of your life without making more money because you have enough food, enough to move around. If you invest it properly, it will be giving you all you need. The rest of the money after that is the one that is in the bank, and the bankers are using it to do that. I'm worth about the same thing. Can I ask you a favor? Can you go back to your country and participate in building public wealth? Go and start in government. Public wealth enriches everybody. Individual wealth impoverishes everybody. That's what I will leave you with. That was where we stopped. And I had his $100. Said I should keep his $100, which I was very happy to keep. You know. I left Kellogg the next day. I went back to Nigeria. There were a series of issues that happened. Very sadly. And I decided, and I come home, you know what I mean? I came home to my wife and said, listen, I'm going to go to my state and contest for governor. Up to then, I've never voted. Never had anything to do with politics. And you know what it means to have a young marriage and you're telling your state leader, are you crazy? What is happening to you? She started calling everybody. Doesn't know what I'm doing. I said he's going to the village to go and contest to be governor. Instead of investing in one, there's an investment we were trying to do then, that if I had invested today, I would have worth millions of dollars. I said, see this money, I'm going to put it in politics. I've stopped investing. And it was one of the most difficult things that happened in my life. But looking back down, you know, as difficult, with all the things I've lost, I have a sense of fulfillment that at least I can say, I changed this, I changed this, I changed this. And even still participating in it in Nigeria. When I was coming here today, somebody asked me, said, how do you feel about contesting election for the office of the president and what has happened in everything and what that? Let me tell you, we're just beginning. We won't stop until we dismantle that crime scene. So that's basically how I feel. For me, we need to all come together and make Africa work, make Nigeria work, and make collectively the Black world work.
Thank you so much for that. My next question is actually, you kind of spoke about the economy and like how it got you into politics. Currently with the rate of Naira being really high compared to like pounds, what do you think would be the best policies to make sure that that is better and the Naira is stronger? And B, what do you think about the current government's kind of take on that?
Well, for me, it's very easy. First, to ask yourself, what drives the rate of your currency? It's a very simple answer. Your reserve. What drives your reserve? Your exports. Countries that have been in where we are today. It's very sophisticated. If you look at my campaign, I insisted we must move from consumption to production. Simple. There's nothing wrong with entire Africa. Entire Africa, not just about Nigeria. What is lacking is one simple thing: leadership. You can turn it around in a small space of time. With effortless ease. I was discussing with somebody. I think it was this morning. And I said, listen, you have a situation. If I take the entire, I'm talking about the entire Africa now, because I'm sure so many people here are not from Nigeria. Am I right? Are all of you from Nigeria? Huh? No. Thank you. So we have 4 people from, where are you from? Somalia. Huh? Somalia. Thank you. The entire Africa, let me just compare the entire Africa so you see why we must do more. Today, Africa remains the only unexplored, unproductive continent. But the entire Africa, in terms of land size, Africa is about 30 million square miles of land. That's about 30 million square. Europe the entire Europe. It's about 10,000. They're all 10,000 point something, and this one is 30,000. So Africa, in terms of land size, is 3 times the size of Europe. In terms of population, the entire Europe is about 743 million. We are 1.4 billion something. So we are twice their size. And our youth population is unbelievable. Not from here. But when you now compare the fact that if you look at our economy, the entire Europe GDP is about 16.6. And we are 2.2. So we're 8 times that. And what is making it that? Just because they're productive. So it's managing your rate of exchange is not a rocket science. It's fact that you have to produce and export something. By that, you increase your reserve, and if you increase your reserve, you manage your rates. The rates will come to what it's supposed to be. And in case of Nigeria, then I can come back to Nigeria. Nigeria today, I'll just give you an example using 1 or 2 states, which I always use on the example. We have a state called Niger State. Niger State is 76.3 thousand square kilometers of land in size. Very fertile land. Where you can grow your food, everything, even fresh water. But Niger State today produces nothing. In fact, 7 local governments in a place called Niger State is occupied by bandits. So nobody goes there. Look at the population, and they have a population of about 5 million people. Netherlands in Europe is a total of 41,000 square kilometers of land. If you minus what they are about 33,000. But in 2021, 2022, they did export of agricultural products of 120-something billion dollars. So Niger State is 2.5 times Netherlands. Netherlands, and this country could do export of over $125 billion. And these people, 0. The entire money they get from statutory allocation, if the money is allocated to them, the entire money they will get for the year is 50 billion naira. 50 billion naira today, I'm going to use just 1,000 to $1, is exactly $50 million. But if they do just 2% of the exports of Netherlands, $2.5 billion. So they could actually earn 50 times what they get from what is being shared if they do production. And they have more land space. Netherlands population is about 17.4 million, and they have about 5 million. So it's not a rocket science. This is, you can say, is a developed country. But look at something like Vietnam that came out of war. Vietnam total export is over $400 billion, about $400 billion. Nigerian total export is about $40 billion. So we can't even do 10% of what Vietnam is doing. Vietnam is supposed to be the third world. They are 100 million people, so they are half of our population. And the total land space of Vietnam is 331,000 square kilometers of land. So we have to widen 3 times, because we are 923,000. So we have 3 times their land space to widen their population, but look at the export. So it's not a difficult thing. What is difficult is that In Africa, the leadership and politicians have turned the space, including Nigeria, into a gigantic criminal enterprise and refuse to leave so we can build the country. And yet, was putting Africa to putting them. All of you here at schools here, you have seen that there's no difference between people you met here and us. They're not more relaxed, they're not more intelligent, except that we have parents who have decided not to help. If you do that, you can curtail the man. It's just a sport. In our own case, we have natural resources. People are stealing our oil. And if I show you the calculation of what we're losing, people are saying our oil, you won't believe it.
Thank you so much. My next question, you kind of spoke about productivity influencing how we're going to bring down the rate. But my question is, there's a lot of young talent leaving Nigeria because of the government, and that means, again, productivity is going down because we aren't able to retain young talent. How do you think is the best way to actually manage that?
Well, quite frankly, when I was campaigning, I wasn't against it. I wasn't against their living. They call it brain drain.
China and shifting away from the Western nations. So I was just wondering, do you think there's still a part of Western nations in the conditions that keep African countries underdeveloped? This whole conversation of neo-colonialism and how that affects, the value of production we're able to have in this day and age.
Well, quite frankly, I'm going to take your two questions in the train and what you said. The history of the black man, quite frankly, has been history of being less human. And we have to face the fact, being less human, being not equal to other races of the world, from slave trade to colonialism to such as I can tell you there's Muslims, there's Christians in Nigeria. If there's any place Muslims buy bread cheaper, Christians will go there and buy the bread and go back to their church. If there's any place Muslims buy dollar from one cheaper, Christians will go there and buy it. But these are things they use. And I always use an expression.
This is a long video. I think I will fast forward it a little bit so that I can call it a day, man. I need to and fast forward it a little bit so we can call it a day. It's very long, man. At least let me make it.
And it's kind of church. If you go there, you see it. So that's built, done, donated. My age now and what I do now. Well, I put this in time for you, so that's okay.
I fast forwarded it so I can call it a day, okay?
So I said,
it's been a long day.
And I said, you can see, you can read it out, That's the message, that's what it is. Yeah, this one.
Oh.
Says, thank you sincerely, Chairman, and my very dear elder brother. But I wish to respectfully appeal that this is expensive. There must be a room below $500, all inclusive, in the same facility, or we go for a lower brand of their chain, i.e. Crown Plaza, Holiday Inn. Looking forward to meeting you as directed. God bless you always.
So I said to him, listen. He said, no, you're expected. I said, listen, sir, I'm only going to sleep. What you bet now can keep me awake. It's because, but this is what you aim when you're young. I want to sleep in the streets. I want to have the best of it. But then it makes you
man,
what you did.
It's long ago.
I can give
Let me reduce it again now.
I was in prison just 2 days ago. I went to Vietnam and spoke at an event. And You see, when Shimamanda says, a man deeply admired, you know, you gotta make Shimamanda.
In the next 2 minutes, we'll call it off, okay?
And I used to know the parents, you know, and yeah, came, they said, oh, they're expecting the governor. So they said the governor arrived. But I was there. Because for Eritrea, for you to be a big man, a social man, the only way you can recognize is to be irresponsible. Rascality and bad behavior have become a measure of success and power. So in a gathering like this, and I come late and I'm stormed into and sit in front. That shows that the big man arrived. But in Oxford, I know they are good at history. But what I try, I won't talk them into going to politics. And I tell them that, don't look at me. I'm the politician, you're not. Go and find life. Start doing something. It gets to a stage in your life where you must have done something that can bring you a bit of success that you can go back to. I'm a lawyer, for example. If this can do this and go back to, but when you turn it into that, things difficult. Again, we'll get to that stage where people have done it in the Western world here, where they do a bit of working and then continue a life of politics. But they usually go back to where they're coming from. So my tip is get a life and then wait until it becomes even a better world to go into. Today, you won't compete in it. You won't want to be part of it. But let's just destroy yourself.
Yeah, that's the end of it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate. Sorry, guys. That was a long video. Once again, I have to say good evening, or everybody in the house, all obedient, or women Nigerians. This is just our network. What we do, we want to make sure we keep on the flame. We want to make sure we keep the flag flying. We want to make sure we break out the truth what's happening in Nigeria. We want to make sure we have a country that call our own. We want to make sure we have a country where, irrespective of who you are, you'll be proud to say, I'm a Nigerian, okay? Good governance. You know, a society where we can live in, a society where everywhere is really free to live in. So you see what's happening in River State. I played some videos before of today too, because the elders, I call the elders in River State, they went to Abuja today to go and see Wike. And that was the first video I played was that, okay? And before I start playing old videos of what happened yesterday, how they burnt the House of Assembly, all the stuff, you know. But all the same, they are all the same people, really, man. Wike rigged the election. He brought in Fubara, you know, his anointed candidate. He rigged the election. We all know he rigged the election. So they are fighting. Definitely, we know all these things will happen. So we are not surprised. Okay, we're not surprised. Let them fight themselves out. Okay, but what we're saying, don't destroy properties because it's taxpayers' money. Don't destroy properties. Don't kill. Don't kill. You do your stuff. Right? Try to observe yourself. You know, Wike has been trying to be a demigod in River State, so which we cannot really allow. I mean, you serve your term, really, man. So you just have to go. You have to go and do. Now you are not the FCT minister, but I know that he's trying to live he's trying to maintain his legacy. He's trying to maintain his structure. I'll call it structure of legality. What Peter Obi said, we want to really destroy all the structure of legality. So he's trying to maintain it. That is why he is bent on controlling what is happening around the governor of Fubara. So agreement is agreement between the two. They know what they did. They know what agreement they made, or the evil agreement they made. They know. So that is it. But today too, Fubara was in Aso Rock too. Actually, all the governors had meeting with Tinubu. I think police a kind of security meeting. So he met with the PDP governors, Fubara. I will play a video of that also. And that is how. So let's see how it plays out. But my point is that really, I don't want, for me personally, Wike they should dislodge him. What he did what he did to obedience. What not just obedience, what he did to the Port Harcourt, to Rivers people during that February election. Man, he need to pay for it, man. He need to pay for it. He need to pay for it. What he did, he used force, he used police, he used GSS, he used Tega. I mean, I saw videos, Rivers State and Lagos, those two states. It was like, God, what is happening here, man? Rivers was like a war zone. Those rivers, they do their own as if it's a war. They have to do or die, which is not supposed to be like that. The elections have to be free and fair. Go vote. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Then, not. I know rivers have been like that for the past some years. You can see when Wike took power, Amechi, fighting, so many, killings. I use the word killings. But politics is just not to be like that. So for me personally, I want Wike to be, I want his criminality, his structure of criminality to be destroyed. Okay, personally for me, that's what I want. So I don't believe one man can just be a demigod in a state that they have millions of people. No. I think Nigeria, we're above that, man. We should do better than that. We should do better than that. We should move forward. Nations are moving forward. Countries are moving forward. We are still fighting over it. That is why we need to do something, or we need to make sure we need to make our country work. Okay. Yes, the matter has been stolen, but the voice of the people cannot be stolen. It cannot be stolen. That is what I'm saying. The voice of the people cannot be stolen. Nigerians are damn too quiet. That was why I played the video of Amaechi of what he said some days ago, that Nigerians kill them, they don't care. Kill their wife, kill their children, they don't care. They will manage also. They will see that it's God. In 4 years' time, 8 years' time. Who told you in 4 years, 8 years' time, we'll have a better one? Can you imagine 8 years of Buhari now, under 4 years? Come on, Nigerians. Let's well, we all need to sit up, man. We all need to do something, man. Let me just play the video of the meeting today of Fubara and I think the PDP governors. Yeah, let me play it. Okay. Let me see. Please, as you watch, kindly like, share, make comment, please. It's important. Like, make comment, okay? It's just important. All right.
Am I covering you? Yes. Are we ready? DG.
Leadership today at the Oyo State Governor's Lodge in Abuja on Tuesday, 31st October 2023. The forum deliberated on issues of concern to the forum. People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the nation, and reached the following conclusions. 1. The meeting noted the recent judgment of the Supreme Court on the 2023 presidential election and believe that this brings an end to the presidential election cycles, and there must be an end to litigation. As a forum, we believe and state our faith and confidence in the judiciary and to do justice in political and other cases before the courts. We are concerned that while the issues of PDP candidates, we are concerned that while the Supreme Court has laid down precedents on pre-election issues, PDP candidates in Plateau State have been disqualified on the same grounds. We urge the judiciary at the apex level to ensure that our jurisprudence is not distorted. We remain vigilant in the struggle for democracy and good governance in the country. 2. The meeting vowed to reposition and strengthen PDP as a viable opposition political party, ready and willing to play its role at the vanguard of the Nigerian people for democracy, good governance, and accountability. 3. The PDP governors were alarmed at the recent developments in Rivers and welcomes the intervention of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to bring the crisis to an end. The meeting urged all parties to the crisis to seize their swords and resort to peaceful means of resolution. The forum further offered its platform for the quick and just containment of the issues involved. Number 4, on the national economy, the meeting...
Please, I post the video there. You can see right now that I would say there's no opposition right now. PDP governors, they are saying APC, Tinubu has intervened. They are thanking Tinubu for intervening between Fubara and Wike. I don't just get it. PDP governors are saying this one. APC president. That means there's just no opposition. Democracy thrives where we have opposition. How can PDP have problem? Because Fubara, I assume is a PDP. Is a PDP. I see assume Wike is a PDP, although he's confused. He's neither here or there. How can Tinubu APC be sorted out, solving the problem of PDP? That means PDP, they are not just a factor again. I hope you guys heard what he just said. I can replay it again if you guys want to hear it. You heard what he said, that thank God for President Tinubu for intervening between Wike and Fubara. Is for me as a party, PDP party, that is senseless thing they can even say or do. Where is what is his name? Article. Where is Article? Where is their board members? Where are the PDP? How do you call it? Is it trustees and board, BOT and the rest? Where are they? They could not resolve the issue. APC, is that resolve your issue? Nigerians, let's wake up. I don't know about the Labour Party members that are in the Senate or that are in the House of Reps. I don't even know their position right now too. I don't really know. But what I'm trying to say, Nigerians, let's wake up. Let's just watch the video still. Let's continue watching the video.
Urgently requested the patriotic intervention of the federal government to stabilize the naira, control inflation, and stem the unemployment crisis, and bring more support to Nigerian people. Lastly, the PDP governors thank the governor of Oyo State, His Excellency Sheyi Makinde, for his hospitality in hosting this meeting. Thank you very much.
It's a shame.
Well, as I said it in plus one, this issue has already been resolved. The issue was raised by the PDP National Governors Forum as a body, nationally, not even within the PDP. And so Mr. President has intervened, he has discussed with them, and they have resolved the issue. But certainly there are issues that are within the political cycle, and we decided to mention it so that people will know that we are aware. As a PDP, it has even gone beyond us. And we appreciate the leadership quality exhibited by the president by coming in from a different party to resolve an issue which is internal to PDP. And that's why we over our thanks to him. But certainly you can see our colleague is here. He is together with his brother, his mentor, and of course our colleague whom we have respect so much, Mr.
Chairman, she's from Rivers, don't worry.
Thank you. So you're from Rivers. I will tell you that you asked that question. Any other question? Thank you. Thank you.
Shame. Man, this is a shame. Oh. This is a big shame. This is a big shame. How can PDP have a problem? Eh? It's not saying thank you to President Tinubu for resolving the crisis between Wike and Fubara. Is that not a shame? I think they have many bodies in this party. They have NEC, they have BOT, BOT, they have governors forum, they have where's Atiku? At least I will say is their political head right now. Where Nigerians, we can see where we are going. All these politicians, they don't care about you. I don't think they care about you. They are all after that selfish interest. That is why we cannot keep on to live like this. We have to stand up for our rights. We have to make sure things are working. We have to make sure we do the right thing. We have to make sure we take our mandate must stand. We have to make sure our voice must be heard. I'm not against Tinubu making intervening in them, but they are not even ashamed that they cannot, governors forum cannot even fix the issue. They're not even ashamed. Where are we heading to? Where are we going? Where are we heading to? Where are we going? What is wrong? This structure is just corrupt. The structure is so corrupt. No wonder they fought Peter Obi tooth and nail to make sure they rigged the election to make sure he cannot. I mean that they rigged the election. They rigged the court. Where are we headed to? These are men. Oh, these are not evil children. They have money. So I wouldn't say they are poor. They are hungry. So that is why they're doing like this. It's just power. Anyway, this is not good. We need to wake up, really, Nigerians. Let's wake up. We have to take back our country, man. We have to take back our country. Well, bit by bit, they are all going. They will all go, all of them. I know some we came for sure. It will go. It will go. Because they say they settled. Can they settle this issue? What is the settling that you as a governor, you are sitting that idle, the ex-governor will be they said out of all the commissioners, it was only one commissioner, that is the Fubara, appointed, the chief of staff, your personal chief of staffs appointed by Wike is a man. He will not allow it to happen now. The time will come. It will, let's assume they will settle. It will not allow it. It will not hold. And Wike would like to. And Wike said, I saw the video was saying, I sponsored all of them. I paid for their forms. I paid. Was it you? Look, these people need to be prosecuted. Was it your personal money or state money? If your own personal money, how do you get the money? We need to look at all these things. How do you get, it is your personal money? How do you get the money? You need to go. You need to answer it. Then, if it's state money, how can you use state money to sponsor your own party? If it is state money you use, how can you use state money to sponsor your own personal party? These are things Nigerians we need to wake up. All these NGO lawyers, how they call them, these are ways we have to make Nigeria right, make things to right to right the wrongs in Nigeria. I saw the video was posted. Why can you be asking for 25% state allocation every month? God, that's billions of naira every month. 25% one man. God, oh, man, I don't get it. Is it true? But he said it. I saw the video that I paid for everything. I bought that phone. They never spent one kobo. I did everything. So I have the right to ask for it. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Nigerians are quiet, smiling and laughing, clapping for him. He's got right now. He's got no immunity. He's just a minister in FCT. He's got no immunity for that statement. He's a lawyer too. For that statement, yeah, I paid. Okay, how did you pay? Is it personal money you used to do it? How to get the money? There's the state money. Why do you use state money for just one party? We have many parties. Why? And you are demanding 25% for state allocation. 25%. Hey, God, oh. And Nigerians are quiet. And Rivers people are quiet. They have men, able men, women in River State. All the ex-governors, all the Amici, all of them, they please, guys, I want you to make comment to tell me. Maybe that is maybe because maybe I don't know. Maybe that's how it's placed in Nigeria because even to be able to say I heard when it was in the Lagos State, all the tax collections is one doing it, all the stuff. And they are giving me 10% of it. 10% Lagos, all those is better. Is it better, far better? I don't know. 10% of it. One person. Ah, okay. Maybe that's how you guys played it. Play it. I don't know. It's okay. For example, now they give a state, let's assume every month 5 billion naira. Then we take 25% of it and give it out. So there is no record of what you use the money to do. There is nothing, no proper channel. So just okay, if they don't ask you, okay, let's say auditing, where is that money? 25%. Okay, how much? Okay, the money was okay. The money was let me say was 4 billion naira. Okay, and then 1 billion is missing. 1 billion out of the 4 billion, 1 billion is missing. For what? I gave it to Wiki. For what? Expenses. Expenses you did for your every month. Maybe I don't understand it. maybe I don't understand it. If maybe I don't understand it, or if I don't understand it, okay, please, guys, correct me. Maybe I'm wrong. Please correct me. But I think I heard it that he did he was doing like this. That I I sponsor for all of them, all the House of Assembly, all the senators, all the I why are you why are you? Ah, who are you for Christ's sake that you do? Who are you? We purchase phones for all of them. We sponsor. Who? How do you get? Who, eh, okay. Okay, this guy said we can claim the purchase funds for them. He did that with state fund. With state fund, we are saying you are. The 25% will be going to you. Nigerians wake up. That's what I have to say here. Nigerians wake up. Nigerians wake up. Man, Nigerians wake up. But Wike should be dealt with this. They should remove all those stones. Rivers people wake up. Wake up. And take your rights back. Take your right back. What take your right. I know that Rivers State have big allocation every month from the federal government. So, what are you going to do with the money? What are you? What are you going to do with the money? I don't get it up to now. I don't get it up to now. Maybe living in a world that is different from the world. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I live in a different world. I don't know, but we should all wake up, really, man. We should all wake up. It's annoying. That's why I'm just repeating this over and over again because I heard it. Like I sponsored. I did it. I did it. So any Fubara, any evil deal agreement you have or you had with what is it, with Wiki, go and sort it out with him. But don't use reverse money. Go and sort it out with him. Don't use reverse money. Don't use people's money. Don't use the lives of people or the life of the riverine people. Don't do it. Let there be no killings. Let there be no. I mean, the burning of that house of the complex is already a big deal already. That is taxpayers' money that will go into that. That's the billions of naira that will be able to sort out families or to take care of health care or of something, education. Pay scholarship for students for years. They go and use it for nonsense. Burn down, burn that property. That country is be like that. They're always burning, killing, killing, killing. You guys should wake up, oh. You guys should wake up. So, you guys should wake up, man. Man. We've been on for about 3 hours now, okay? But at times I just love to enjoy like this. I mean, it's not all the time I come like this. Most of the time I come 40 minutes, 1 hour maximum. But now, yesterday I was off for yesterday too for close to 2 hours something. Today now over 3 hours. That's some record too. That's some record too. But anyway, right now I know I'm on about 4 channels, 4 or 5 channels on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook. Okay, so guys, kindly follow, share, like. Okay, it's good for you to share the video. Let it go. Let people hear what is happening because information is important. When people hear it, definitely they will learn. That is the truth. They will learn because I believe some people don't know the truth because they've not heard. When they hear, they will learn and they will know that they will understand. Well, if you hear and you learn, if you hear and you understand, you don't act, then that time it will be your fault. But when you don't know, it's okay because he or she doesn't know. But when you know, man, it's got to be too bad. Too bad. But I know that people are a bit scared. They are scared and so many things. Anyway, I'll be talking of River State. We're talking of River State. We saw the video of Mr. Senator Peter Obi. What question and answers. It was there, man. And I like him with the young people. asking questions. I tried to cut it short, you know. So that is it. Now, before I go, you know, I like to talk around, you know, like in Sata Kaduna, the time of Rufai, Sata Kaduna people, they suffered. I still heard even even Taraba State, Plateau State, there's still some killings, but it has reduced as I heard. I don't know. So Zamani Record, I've been hearing of him when I was small, you know, okay, when I was small. He's been a fighter. He's been supporting Southern Kaduna. That was the time, I think the time of IBB also, the guy was in the news big time. He spoke, I saw his video. I will play it, okay? Just as a patience. I don't know. I have not really taken full time to watch it. I watched part of it, okay? Let's just watch it. And after that, I think after that, I will come back. Then call it a day. But please, as I said, make comment, like, share, then follow my YouTube channel. It's been like that for a long time. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. It's been there for, I mean, what's the name of the channel itself? YouTube channel, okay. It's somewhere. There are two there, two YouTube channels. One is African Diaspora, the other one is with their family, but I don't have I don't know to get the link. I don't really know, but anyhow it is. Guys, try to subscribe to the channel, okay? Let's build it. Let's build it. Let's make it work. Okay, then let me play this on the record now. Let's play it. Then then I think after that I'll call it a day. Let's listen to Zamil record. This guy is I would say he did a lot, you know, for South Kaduna. He did a lot. Okay, he did a lot. He did a lot. So let's see what he said, because I've not really listened to him. Listen to the full video, okay? Let's listen to him now. All right. All right, guys, let's watch him now.
Have lived in peace over the years. We manage our differences with other Nigerians that have found it necessary to come and live with us. Things were going well until Rufai emerged as governor with an agenda to divide the state, and in a recent film clip, he confessed that his agenda was to Islamize southern Kaduna. Fortunately for us, religion is not an issue, because Islam and Christianity, even on the world plane, are the two closest religions, with Jesus as a common prophet. So for Rufai to come with this type of negative agenda was a big surprise. He decided to have nothing to do with southern Kaduna. What crime did we commit? No crime at all. He also confessed that even at the national level, they used the bandits to win the election in 2015. And when he assumed office here, he also confessed that he knew where the bandits came from. He went to where they were to pay them money to stop killing southern Kaduna people, which made the situation worse. In the end, he left the state more divided on tribal and religious lines. I said somewhere in a recent interview that in southern Kaduna, many family compounds have both Muslims and Christians, in some instances, traditional religion people. We have no problem at all. So he planted that seed of discord, and since he left, I'm happy to say, with the change in government, the tempo of the killings and destruction of villages has drastically reduced because of the current positive posture of Senator Obasani, his successor in office. In fact, he has come up with an initiative to set up a meeting between elders from northern Kaduna and southern Kaduna. We have held 2 meetings that were very, very successful. So a ray of sunshine has appeared at the end of the tunnel. We're ever ready to cooperate with whoever God put on top of us as the governor. On the national plane, in respect of the restructuring issue, I was a member of the 2014 National Conference. We took a global look of this issue. Now, the British ruled us for many years, and the template they left behind was based on their experience at home. 3 regions were created with semi-autonomy. When independence came in 1960, in 63 specifically, the Midwest region was created. Things were going relatively smoothly until the first coup came to dissolve the regions. The rest is history. A complex federation like Nigeria needs special arrangements. And borrowing a leaf from abroad, the largest democracy in the world is India, with a population of about 1.3 or 4 billion. Their setup is very unique. Brazil is another federation. So the idea of restructuring is to correct the mistakes of the past, because our current system, including the Constitution, are not functioning well because of hitches here and there. States were created by the military regimes. From that time, we have seen that state creation is a versatile vehicle for rapid development. Since things are not working properly, let us rearrange. In that regard, the 2014 National Conference report made some recommendations. And the recommendations are all embracing. What is needed now is for the current government to take a look at that report and then choose what it can implement. The creation of a few states was recommended. Adjustment of boundaries here and there was also recommended. So the whole aim is to carry every group along. And of course, sitting down and exchanging views, listening to all sorts of views with a view to charting a more credible way forward. I think that is not too much. If we don't do that, we're going to continue to face what we're facing. Because democracy is all about listening, compromising, and crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Yeah, I played that, so I've done listen to the video. I know the guy is so important. I respect him a lot because he was one of the people in Southern Kaduna that I could say that was peace in Southern Kaduna, and during the election campaign, I believe he was fully involved too. But anyway, like by the wayside, we want peace in everywhere. We want peace in Taraba State, in Plateau State, in 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 in, in in middle belt, in all everywhere. In fact, everywhere, even in the east, there are killings, there are kidnapping, and so many things. We want peace everywhere. We want good country. Okay, it's been a long day. Let me just well, I pray for Nigeria. Okay, I pray for Nigeria. I pray for Nigeria. I pray for Nigeria. I pray for Nigeria every now and then. But I believe we should take Nigeria to be. We should. I believe. Sorry, Nigeria. Let's wish the best for our country. Okay, let's wish the best for our country, and it's like let's make it professional. I would say professional. Let's make it. If you are serving, take it as if you are. Is a service. Okay, service for the people. And I saw today, Tinubu was saying it was saying that his son should not be coming to the FEC again, Federal Executive Committee meetings. I don't know why he should be going there before. It's not a family affair. You are there as a president, has to lead the nation. You stole the mandate. Your family should not be going there to attend executive meetings. I saw he said he was replying that he should stop coming there for the meeting. What a shame that should be coming there. And even all these ministers, for me, I would say it's a shame. I saw a video. It's shameful. It's shameful for them to be doing like this. These are men. These are people that they should have high self-esteem. Eh? These are people we just listen to what they were saying before the meeting started. Just watch. Just watch what they were saying. Yeah? I can. Is all this meeting now? Is it for Agbero? Is it for touts? It's not for touts. It's not for touts. We are there for real business. Go there for real business. Go there to discuss how to move the country forward. Not not for nonsense. How can ministers be doing like this? Ministers, how can? Yeah? How can? Just listen to what they are saying. Just listen.
Go and Nigeria and build President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Hip, hip.
On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate. On your mandate. On your mandate we shall stand.
Hip.
That's a shame. For me, that's a shame. Is that what they said to go and do there? Yeah? Nigerians wake up. The things annoying me. People should wake up. Yeah? People should wake up. Wake up. Let's do the right thing. Move coffee forward. People are doing many things. You are saying your mandate. Which mandate? Who gave you mandate? A student mandate. You are proud of it. A student mandate. The foundation is shaking. It cannot stand. What can you build on it? Nothing. Yeah? Which mandate? Oh God. Man. Well, I saw the video, I say, what kind of people, what What kind of thing is this? Your mandate will stand. Which mandate? Who gave you the mandate? Who gave you the mandate? So the mandate, you are proud of it. Alex His Excellency said, if you want to be addressed as His Excellency, make sure you achieve that process. You achieve it through excellent process, through excellent means. You got it excellently. You keep people, you read the election to get in there. You are saying your mandate to stand. See men, women, people, papa, people's husband, people's wives, and people's mother. Your mandate will stand. Oh man, where do we go from here? How did we get here? How? How did we get here? How did we get here? For them to be planning of how to do many things, to do good things. Eh? We should plan of how to do good things. Okay, now, okay. For example, now, for me, let me just maybe probably this will be the last video. This will be the last video because even me, I had to. It's almost 4 hours, man. This will be the last video. For me, personally, for me, there are some people I would say try to. I would say, not imit, no, learn from them, copy from them. Okay, copy from them, copy from them, copy from them. That's what I would say. Copy from them. People that have something to do, or something to, that have plans. Okay, okay, in 3 months' time, what do we need to do? In 6 months' time, we need to do. In next 1 year, what do we need to do? In 2 years, 4 years' time, what will be our achievements? In different sectors, in education, infrastructure, in even in the neighboring countries around you, the people, your citizens, what you want to see. This is like what you guys have to go there and be talking about. You are talking about on your mandate, story mandate to stand. Yeah? This guy now is after this video.
Visa regulations left, right, and center. 27 countries in Europe today, with 430 million people, removed visas. We still have visas. Let me persuade us that it is time we in this continent realize that having visa restrictions amongst ourselves is working against us. When people cannot travel, business people cannot travel, entrepreneurs cannot travel, we all become net losers. I am very happy that we are now moving in the direction of eliminating visas amongst ourselves. Let me say this. As Kenya, by the end of this year, no African will be required to have a visa to come to Kenya.
Plus, it's Kenya, man. Kenya. It's a plus. It's a plus. It gives the economy. Tourism. More money. I said, the economy, they bring money.
And
they're coming $500. $200.
And
you spend in that country.
I am very
you buy things to go back to your country.
That the intra-trade within the East African community is already at 27% because we have taken the deliberate decision to remove unnecessary tariffs and visa regulations. I am also very happy that my father here, President Sassou Nguesso, when he came to Kenya, we agreed that there will be no visa requirement between the Democrats between Kenya and the Democratic Republic of Congo Brazzaville. I am also happy that last month, when we removed visa requirements for DRC, my brother, President Felix Tshisekedi, also removed visa requirements for Kenyans to DRC. Let me urge us that we need greater collaboration. Our children from this continent should not be locked in borders in Europe and also be locked in borders in Africa.
All right, guys. That is it. You've heard these are people come to have plans. Okay, they are planning. See, at the end of the year, we make sure no person from Africa coming to Kenya with the visa. As they're coming, money that is entering. These are plans, man. They will stay in the hotel. They will eat. They will buy something to go back. Don't be surprised. Maybe they will use. They can have the airline. They will use it. Tax. Many things are happening there. Money is coming in. Then those people are singing, "On your mandate will stand." If you ask the what are their plans is to eat money. Nigerians wake up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I have to say thank you. I really appreciate. Please, as I've said, kindly like, share, make comment. It's important for us on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channels, two YouTube channels. One is Africans in Diaspora. The other one is Obedient Family. Then the Twitter handle. I think that should be my name. That should be my name. Okay. Even the Obedient Family. I'm thinking maybe it's even my name also. I don't know. But anyhow it is, just find it out and follow us. If you want to be part of this thing, if you want to join me to talk once in a while, inbox me so that we can discuss. Okay, I will move the country forward. And in a way too, if you want to boost we are here to help each other. Okay, if any way I can help out in a way to boost I don't know, anything, let me know. Okay, but you can write me to be part of this talk, analyze, let's just make the country better. Okay, that's what we're saying. Everybody, life is beautiful. We need to make life beautiful for everybody. Life is interesting. All right, so be you anyway. So for me, if not to APC, PDP, or anything, does it for me? That is not the issue. But have in your heart to make the country better. Okay, have in your heart to make your fellow human being, to improve. Have in your heart to make your locality better. Have in your heart to make Nigeria a better place for everyone. Be you Yoruba, be you Nupe, be you Shekiri, be you Medo, be you Hausa, be you Igbo, be you anywhere at all. Let's make life beautiful for everyone, okay? That's what we are preaching. Equality, equity, good governance, right leadership, man. Not should right leadership, man. That's how it is. It's pathetic to see a dollar to a naira right now is so much. It's just under 2 months, just carroted from I don't know how much was it. He said 600, 700 to over 1,000, and he's running fast. He's just running. It's like Usain Bolt, just running. Even faster than Usain Bolt. Let's slow it down. So that the thing can pick up. Nigeria economy people are suffering. It's not good, man. It's not good. It's not good. Because the purchase, the direct purchase, the value is low right now, and the salary is the same. And people are suffering. The salary cannot buy it. So you see people. I'm not saying it's an excuse for you to be doing what is wrong. That maybe by taking bribe or by doing all those stuff, it's not an excuse for that anyway. But people will see that salary is not enough. They have to do one, two things. School fees is there to pay, and the school fees is going up. Fuel price is going up. Salary remains the same. I posted something on the platform. It was like the guy was saying your mates are growing up. You are still the same. I mean, the salary is the same, but house rent, school fees, uh, everything is higher up. So we pray for everyone. We pray for Nigeria, man. All right, guys, I have to stop here for the day. Oh God, time has really gone. It's almost 4 hours. I wanted to just make it 4 hours. It's about 14 minutes to, but when you are talking alone is a challenge. It's a challenge, It's a challenge, I would say. Um, anyway, I know that I, I don't want to go there today. No, I don't want to go there today because it will be just no. I can't go there today. Let me leave it. Okay, let me leave it. So we're waiting for His Excellency Peter Obi. We're waiting when we give his he wants to make a speech. Okay, so by God's grace, everybody will hear it. We will know when definitely we will let everybody know. Okay, we'll let everybody know. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed, and we'll find out when he's going to do it. Right? He's going to do it. All right, guys. I love this song before. Which way, like by some local song. Nigeria is now on level. I love this song. Let me see. I love this song. I love this song. I love this song. Can I play it? Please, I can play it. Nigeria is now on level. Oh, so this one. Let's see. Just play it a little bit because I know all this Facebook with the copyright and the rest is somehow. It's somehow okay. I will not. All right. Mhm. I think I created a day right now, man. Let me create a day. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. We hope, we hope for the best for Nigeria. Okay. We want the best for Nigeria. That is what we're saying. The best for Nigeria. And nobody can take it from us. Nobody can take it from us. We want the best for Nigeria. And we will have it. We will have it. Nobody can take it from us. We will have it for sure. We will have it, okay? So let's keep the hope on. Let's keep the hope on, and that is it. That is it, man. So we will make it work. We will make it work. Okay, see now. Okay, there's just one news now. Let's say federal government to spend 6.9 billion naira on cars. Then they say for First Lady's office, President Villa, they're going to spend over, I think, 1.6 billion naira or so. These are things that Peter Obi said it will reduce cost of governance. Don't be surprised that all this money, they're all borrowed. You see, don't be surprised all this money are all borrowed. So who are we fooling? We need to cut. People are, even the senators, the cars, all those SUVs. The money is borrowed. We cannot be borrowing and consuming. That was what the SSS said. We don't borrow to consume. Production. You can borrow to produce, and so that you can pay and have more. You cannot borrow and be consuming. For how long? Now, you just imagine you are budgeting 6.9 billion naira on cars, on cars for President Villa and Afeti's office. For what now? For what now? For what now? People are suffering. Which cars do they need? They have cars there. Anyway, we should do the right thing anyway. That's what I would say. We should do the right thing. We should do the right thing. All right, guys. I think I've spoken for some time today. Okay. And thank you so much for watching. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. Good night.